You looked at the title, you looked at the thumbnail, and you clicked on this video, so I assume you know what this is about. So let me just explain the rules. 1. I can only kill people with my fists. 2. I can't pick up items and use them. If I pick up something, I immediately have to throw it somewhere. 3. Friendly fire is allowed. 4. I cannot use hot switch. With those rules established, let's get into the run. No. You can't beat SUPERHOT with only your fist, because the game automatically makes you shoot someone. Even though I already failed, I decided to keep going. The first level is very simple, just dodge the 2 guys shooting at you and knock them up. In the second level, I jumped over the car to the right of me, bonked the 2 guys, killed the guy with the gun that spawns first, then killed the other guy. The third level seemed tricky at first because there was a narrow corridor with 2 guys shooting at me, but then, betraying my gamer instincts, I went outside, jumped between the windows, and smashed the 2 guys. In the fourth level, I thankfully missed a gunshot and killed anyone that looked different from me. The fifth level was easy, then it started glitching and I died after I beat it and had to do it again, which took way longer than it should have. In the sixth level, I jumped around like a kid on meth who likes to jump and thugged on some reds. Then I went to the wrong place at the wrong time and tried to ask people where I should go with my fist. Unfortunately, they don't speak me kicking their ass. The next level introduced melee weapons, was based around melee combat, and only had melee combat. How do you think it went? I then killed a guy for wasting his pee, went out the bathroom and almost got shot by the bartender, but I gave him a cup of ass kicking to even things out. Then a guy shot someone for me, and to thank him, I killed him. Then I broke into a meth lab and killed everyone there like I was in the DEA. After taking a wrong turn, I killed a guy expressing his Second Amendment rights, then showed some other guys my Second Amendment rights. After my game started glitching again, I went to the Epic Game server room and found out why it sucks so much. It's because everyone there is dead. After playing the tutorial again, I made a guy fly, did the exact opposite to the next guy, and the next guy, and the next guy, and so on and so forth. After doing an inside job that wasn't 9/11, a guy killed me and called me a good boy. Now, the next level was actually kind of tricky, so I'm going to take a break from the jokes for a second and actually talk about this one. The entire level was a narrow corridor, and the first part was fairly easy, just walk up to the guys and kick their ass, but it was the final part that gave me trouble. After killing the guys at the end of the hall, 2 guys with automatic guns would spawn at the opposite end of the hall, and dodging automatic fire is hard. However, I remember what Sun Tzu once said in The Art of War. If your enemies are bitches, you gotta bitch right back. Especially if they red. So I lured the final guy I had to kill to the start of the hall and got the jump on them, and it went pretty easy. After that actual hard level, the next one was as easy as an elevator pitch, meaning that I died once, then killed 5 people. After not knowing what I'm doing, I see myself in pure gamer form, then promise not to play SUPERHOT again. Playing SUPERHOT again, I get the jump on some guys and lay my fist on some guys. Hanging up on someone calling me and killing some people who shot at me just because I'm black. My game glitches again and I get in trouble for playing SUPERHOT again. And my punishment for lying was a serious head concussion, which I think is a bit unfair. Unfortunately, my computer broke and I had to rely on some red guy to be able to play more. Then I had a hot switch into someone, making me fail the challenge for the second time, so I took my anger out on some people. This is where the game actually gets hard, so I'm going to be explaining levels a bit more thorough now. The next level took place on a construction site, and the main reason it was hard was because there were a lot of guys with guns, and not a lot of room to move. The biggest pain in the ass was the guy with an automatic gun on top of the ledge, as he was hard to get to and didn't move. My winning strategy was to drop down to the bottom level and kill the guy with a shovel, get the 2 guys with shotguns to come to me so I could kill them easier, kill the guy with the pistol by the window, and have the person that spawns up top kill the guy that didn't move, and the rest was pretty simple from there. The office level was up next, and this one was hard because there were a lot of guys with shotguns, a lot of guys in general, and again, there was not a lot of room to move. This one took a few attempts, but the strategy I used to finally beat it was to kill the guy to the left, kill the guy with the shotgun by sneaking up on him, kill the next 2 guys normally, jump on the cubicles to get the jump on the guy with the automatic, and go in circles around a cubicle to kill the rest of the guys. The next level wasn't too bad. I just had to kill the 3 guys at the start, go behind a corner and lure at the 2 that spawn, and go to the end of the train and run back to kill the final 2. Next was the train level, and this one sucked so much. There's no room to maneuver, and all the guys either have shotguns or automatics, and those are a bitch to dodge when you don't have 2 feet to move. Eventually I found you can walk on the rails on the side of the train, which gave me a bit more room to move, but the 2 guys that spawn when you kill the first 3 suck so much. There's one door with very little room to move, and one of them has a shotgun. Then the guy at the end spawns with an automatic in, even using the rails to move around him and going through the front window. He still sucks. Honestly, the only reason I beat this was because of getting lucky with the shotgun guy and the final guy. The next level, guess what? Also sucked big time. It probably sucked bigger time. At the very start, there's a guy with a pistol, a guy with a shotgun, and a guy with an automatic. The guy with the pistol and the shotgun were fairly easy to handle, but the guy with the automatic was basically impossible to kill. If I rushed him first, the guy with the pistol or the shotgun would kill me. If I didn't rush him, the guy with the automatic behind him would make it impossible to get close to him. The only way I found to kill him was to make the guy behind him shoot him by baiting him, but even that was hard. Moving out of the first room, there's a guy with a shotgun blocking the doorway, but he's easy to kill. Killing him causes two guys to spawn. The one that spawns next to him is easy, and so is the other one. The real problem with this level are the final two guys, as they don't move and have automatic weapons. It required very precise and slow movements to be able to get close enough to kill them, but eventually I did it. And guess what? Guess, come on. You don't know? Well, I know, and it's at the next level, but it sucks! And you know why? It's because it's a semi-narrow corridor with a lot of people with guns. This one wasn't as bad as the last two, though. The best strategy I found was to go to the place where the red guys spawned, because there was a wall there, and I could lure them over so I could take them on one at a time. Now I've reached the core, and the last level is pretty easy. All I have to do is hot switch into the core, and when I get pulled out, I can just run away from everyone until my hot switch activates again. So after uploading my mind to the core, and having to shoot myself in the back of the head, I can say that you can't beat SUPERHOT with only a fist, as there are points where the game makes you shoot people and makes you hot switch. But other than those few instances, you can beat SUPERHOT with only a fist. Thank you everyone for watching, and let me know what you think of this video and what challenge runs you would want to see me do next. Whether or not you do that though, doesn't really matter. I just hope you all stay safe, and hopefully I'll see all of you soon.